All right, so I didn't make a video about this fight when it was announced. I posted on the community tab, but I figure I might give my thoughts, my early review on Cory Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. So a lot of people kind of take issue to this matchup because Cory, who I believe is like number 3 in the division, is taking on the number 11 Umar Nurmagomedov. Of course, the UFC, they're really pushing that Dagestani privilege, man. Like, they're trying to get these Dagestani fighters all the privilege and opportunities in the world, making fights that don't make sense, like Aliskerov getting Costa, Abbas getting Sean Strickland, and now we got Sandhagen taking on Umar Nurmagomedov, the 26-year-old Umar taking on the 30-something-year-old Cory Sandhagen. Everything to lose for Cory going backwards and absolutely nothing to gain other than potentially derailing the hype of a prematurely pushed Umar Nurmagomedov. But you have to remember, the UFC gave Sean O'Malley, who I believe was ranked 13, the number 1 contender, Peter Yan. They gave him that opportunity, and we saw how that ended. I thought Yan won, but the judges were on crack, and they gave Sean the fight, and now Sean's fighting for the title. So I know the UFC is definitely hoping that Umar wins, which is very possible. I don't know if he will win. I don't really know who's going to win. Cory's probably going to win the fight. I gotta look more into that matchup. I gotta watch more Sandhagen fights and more Umar fights to really gauge a sense of who will win the fight. But we all know who the UFC is rooting for. We know why they're giving Umar this fight. Because obviously if Umar wins, the UFC thinks that's better for the division because they have a fresh contender who hasn't got choked out by Sterling. But Aljamain Sterling is not going to be here much longer. After this fight against O'Malley, he's moving up definitively. Him and Cory are never going to see each other again. But I don't think it's just for those reasons. I just think the UFC, they really want to push the next Dagestani champion. They want Umar to go far in this division. They want him to make a name off Cory. And then after that, they're probably hoping to either give him a title shot or like one more big fight. It just depends on what's going on with Henry. Like if Henry Cejudo beats Chito Vera, I feel like they're going to give him another title shot, like a vacant title shot against Murad But maybe Umar Nurmagomedov might get the winner of Song Yadong versus Rob Font potentially, or maybe a fight with Peter Yan. They might look to give Yan that fight and hope to send Yan, who's on a losing streak, on his way. But yeah, this should be interesting. I don't really know who will win, but Cory Sandhagen is an absolute G for taking this fight. Like, Cory don't care. Cory's got balls. Cory Sandhagen will fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. I mean, he didn't have to fight Song Yadong while he was like top 5 in the division. Song's outside the top 10, but he took the fight anyway. I mean, coming off 2 losses, he was in no position to make demands. But again, he could have said no, and he didn't. And he could have said no to this fight, and he didn't. Like, Cory's hungry to go out there, make a statement. And you know what? Yeah, arguably it should be Umar versus Chito, and it should be Sandhagen versus Henry Cejudo. Like, arguably Cory does deserve a bigger fight against a bigger name, but it is what it is, man. Cory ain't complaining. He's just going to go out there, do his job, hope for the best, and hope that he can beat a guy like Umar Nurmagomedov. And if he does win, what's next for Cory Sandhagen? That I'm not sure. When Sterling does beat O'Malley and vacates the title, I don't think they're going to give Cory a title shot. Like I said, they're going to give the next shot to Henry if Henry beats Chito. But if, let's say, Chito does beat Cejudo, which I don't think will happen, Cory probably will get a title shot vacant against Murad, which should be very interesting. Looking forward to seeing how everything unfolds. Let me know who you guys got winning in the comment section down below. I will definitely give you my breakdown and prediction like as the fight gets closer. But right now, I got nothing. As far as I'm concerned, it's 50-50 because, man, these Dagestan guys, they're no joke. And Umar is an absolute beast, but Cory is a stud. Cory's improved his takedown defense, so I don't know if Umar will be able to impose that wrestling. But on the feet as well, Umar is pretty good, but Cory should have the advantage, so should be very interesting. But like and subscribe, and peace out.